This is WKU coming at you. Our group name is CORE, Companions of Respected Elders, and this is part one of our silver streaming programming. I am Jessica Folk. I'm one of the faculty members in the English department at Western Kentucky University, and I'm a co-sponsor for the CORE student group. Then we have my colleague here, Trina.
Hi, I'm Trini Stickle. I'm an applied linguist in the department at WKU's English department, and we really just want to invite you into a little bit of what we do with residential centers in the community. But we were so happy to be a part of your silver streaming program. Cam?
All right. Hi, my name is Cameron Fontes. I will be a senior this year at WKU. And I'm a double major in English with a creative writing concentration, and then French, and I have a film studies minor. And so my career goals are to write about elders in my work, and then also to write with elders. So I was really excited to jump onto this project and help you all learn how to storytell in different ways, as individuals, as groups, and in ways that can be enriching to you in a time when it's hard for us to be together in person. So happy to be here.
And we are missing our other co-president of CORE, Samantha Eaton. And you want to tell a little bit about her, Cam? Anything to add?
Yeah, so Sam is a history major who I believe she has an interest maybe in going into elder law. And she'll tell you more about that in one of the later videos. But I know she's very interested in more kind of a law side of it. And so I know she's really excited to come on board with the research part and help with the creative aspects as well. So.
All right, well, we will jump right into our presentation for you all. And there we are. Okay, so this is us, as we were all just telling you. Part one, so you want to write a book. You have interest in writing. That's why you're here looking at these videos, going through our series.
So this is a 4-part series. This is the introduction. We'll kind of give you an overview. Really about how to pass on your stories, whether they be creative, whether they be part of your real life experiences. And then the next part 2, is really giving you tips on how to inspire those stories, how to build on them, to keep that creative energy flowing, some ideas on what to use to stimulate those ideas. We then go into a mode of how do you want to deliver that? And we go through a lot of technical options that you can use. And then a final episode on how to continue after you've written that first story and how to keep those creative energies flowing.
All right, part 2 is Sam and Cam.
Okay, so in part 2, we'll talk about how you start writing your story. I know for a lot of people, especially who've never written before, you might feel a little intimidated at first, but we'll talk about really how being creative and writing is something that's accessible to everyone, that really doesn't have to have a lot of pressure attached to it. It can just be something you can enjoy and share with other people. So we'll talk about how to be creative, places to start, exercises and prompts to get you going. We'll talk about fiction, so how to write stories that are not based in reality, things that you just come up with from your imagination, and maybe also creative nonfiction, so stories that are based off real events or historical events or things that happened in your life. So we'll talk about how to write in both of those genres and give you an example of a process that we really like to use to write fiction, and it'll be a lot of fun. So we're excited to work with you in that one.
So
Sure. So in our third video, we're gonna talk a lot about how to share your story once you've written it, how to record it. So when you write your story, you may write it, you may type it, but we'll talk about how if you want to type it into a word processor like Microsoft Word or Google Docs, you can type it there and save it on your computer. You can use your phone or a microphone on your computer to record an audio of you telling your own story and reading it aloud, and we'll tell you how to share that. You can use cameras in your phone or computer to record yourself through video and share those as well. And you can also use PowerPoint, like this presentation we're doing right now, to record your story there, and then you can lay audio over it of you telling it if you want, and you can use that too. So Trina, is there anything else you wanted to add about that one?
No, I think that one's the most technically detailed, but just you'll have the materials. You can go back to them. So so it gives you a lot of choices on how you want to not only compose, but how you want to share those stories with others.
All right, and that brings us to part 4, which is the part that Trina and I present to you all, and that is on how to keep writing when you started. You've got those exercises going, and now it's a matter of keeping writing. So we have various examples of prompts for you, things that could inspire writing, using your own memory, using senses to engage with your writing, and finding that next story to tell. It's also just about letting you know that it's okay if you get stuck or if you don't have an idea right off the top. I teach creative writing in the department, and I have a lot of students who are like, well, I don't know what to write, I don't know what to do, and no one can really give you those answers, but we can give you the tools to find those ideas, which is what we'll talk about in part 4. Do you have anything to add to that, Trina?
No, I mean, I would just say you inspired me listening to all the prompts that you gave. And I'm not a creative person, but I really kind of wanted to tell some story I had inside of me.
That's great. That's what we hope to do.
So again, we hope you really enjoy the parts, the 3 parts that really kind of get into the nuts and bolts of writing. We would love to hear about your finished products or your process. So if you want to share with us, I have my email here that you can send any questions, comments, finished documents that you want to share with us that we can use in additional workshops. But we really do thank you for being part of our program and letting us be a part of your lives.
Yes, and I figure we'll come back here for one last Brady Bunch moment. Thank you all for joining us in these next few parts, and good luck. Happy writing.